posted August 23, 2018, 17 hours, 38 minutes and 40 seconds video. Footy player has jaw fractured by knee. ABC News. A suburban Australian rules football club shamed by the violent on-field actions of its captain has now apologised to the opposing player whose jaw was shattered in Saturday's match between the sides in Adelaide's north. Key points. Salisbury West Football Club apologises to Carl Toisner, whose jaw was broken in a recent game. The 29-year-old underwent surgery yesterday. Port Adelaide's AFL coach Ken Hinkley has spoken out against uncontrolled and cowardly on-field violence. Salisbury West Football Club captain Adam Jones was last night banned by the Adelaide Footy League's tribunal for 27 games for 4 acts of on-field thuggery. In the worst of those incidents, Jones lifted his knee into the face of Trinity Old Scholars player Carl Toisner. Toisner's jaw sustained 2 fractures in the hit, which was caught on camera, and the 29-year-old underwent surgery yesterday. Surgery went well. I ended up having to have a tooth removed where the fracture went through the roots of my last tooth, he told the ABC. I have a plate and screws holding the fracture together. I also have a bolt in each corner of my mouth where I need to wear rubber bands, much like braces, but the bolts are drilled into my gum, not sitting on the tooth. Salisbury West's executive committee said the club had been bombarded with threats and comments since the episode garnered publicity, and it has released a broad-ranging apology. The Salisbury West Football Club would like to sincerely apologise to Carl Toisner and family for the injuries sustained during the game that occurred at Salisbury Downs Oval on Saturday. The committee said in a statement, "We would like to apologised to Trinity Old Scholars Football Club for the on-field behaviour of Adam Jones." The club said Jones, who has incurred an automatic lifetime ban, has since been deregistered, stripped of the captaincy for the remainder of the season, and would have any best and fairest vote struck out. The Salisbury West Football Club will have a review of the entire football department over the coming days, to also remove anyone who could have avoided this situation. He said, "We are sincerely apologetic to the Adelaide Footy League and all member clubs affiliated with the league. We are bitterly disappointed with what has occurred," Toisner said, while he believed everyone deserves a second chance. The penalty was about right. Unfortunately, he used all of his chances and some in one game, let alone his history, so I'm glad someone like that is removed from the game, he said. Power coach condemns cowardly on-field actions. Jones himself was unapologetic when leaving the tribunal last night. Police have confirmed they are also investigating the incident. Jones was not reported by umpires during the match, but only after video evidence was reviewed, with officials later receiving a rebuke from the league's CEO John Kernahan. "I haven't spoken to the umpires personally, but our umpire manager has. They're disappointed in themselves. I'm sure if they had their time again they would have taken different action," he said. That failure has prompted calls for mandatory filming of league matches, with Trinity pointing out the fact that Saturday's incidents were caught on camera was the only reason action was taken. To have games filmed in the future for all clubs, I think, as a whole league, is something we probably need to look at, to make sure everybody feels safe when they enter the field, Mr. Eldridge said. They have that right to feel safe. It is a contact sport and it's okay to go out and play really hard, but when it steps over the rules you want to feel safe and you want to know that you're protected. Toisner, who stood as a candidate for the Australian Conservatives at the March state election, yesterday said he remembered little about the moment his jaw was struck, adding he did not know what hit me. Today, Port Adelaide's AFL coach Ken Hinkley weighed in on the incident, branding it cowardly. "Uncontrolled violence has no place in football. It's unfair and it's unreasonable, and there's people's health at risk," he said. "If that's what happens, people should be ashamed of it. If you play football, you should play it in the right way. Sportsmen play the right way. They don't play the cowardly way." Topics: sport, community and society, police, law, crime and justice, Australian Football League, Adelaide 5000, SA, Salisbury 5108, Gawler 5118.